This is Rockport Ryan with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
Okay, this past week we have been having north wind, south wind, east wind, west wind. Whenever that north wind kicks up, we've been coming out here by Goose Island State Park. You can come up along this far shoreline. Place definitely to check out is just past the entrance to that canal system. We've been picking up some nice medium slot reds right in that area pretty consistently. You can actually go on either side of the boat ramp, and those shorelines are actually producing. The park is open now, so there will be some campers. You still can't get to the pier, so launching and coming out to in front of that pier in those little cuts is still a viable option during this time of the year. Most of what we've been hitting have been the paddle tails. Your root beer and chartreuse have been working really well. On those warmer days, try throwing that topwater. We are starting to move into that time of the year. Another spot that's been pretty productive for us has been coming out to Swan Lake. The lake itself has been kind of hit or miss, but coming into these islands, definitely spend some time inside these islands. They have been producing some nice reds. Between the islands, between island 2 and 3, there's a bit deeper cut there. When our lower and average tides, you can hit into that one. Between island 3 and 4 is a nice flat. Unless you've got some water depth, it's been pretty spotty. But when you come up, if you come around this first island and you're coming down, you'll see a cut through that second island. Definitely make some casts in there. We pulled some nice reds out on that. All of those were, again, the root beer and chartreuse paddle tails. So if you don't have a super strong north wind, coming out into Swan Lake is producing some nice sized trout, but definitely some nice sized reds. Okay, for you more adventurous paddlers, we've been finding some nice redfish, but it's a little bit more of a paddle. Coming out from the casino boat. You're paddling out and around this side. When you're coming out here, we've been finding some, but lately that water has been gone. Hopefully that water will start to rise back up. But if you come out to Quarantine Shore has been blown apart by Harvey, and there are now a whole series of cuts out here. And where we've been finding some nice redfish now is on your incoming tide, all out in this area, all in this series of islands. This is where we've actually been able to hit them on topwaters and on subsurface on paddle tails. We've been finding a nice mix of some good sized trout and some nice mid-slot reds. It is a bit more of a paddle. It's about probably a couple of miles to get out there. But this area on your incoming tide is really producing nice. These are some of the changes that we're dealing with post-Harvey, and it's nice to find some new fishing grounds.
This is Rockport Ryan. Thank you for watching.